The break between race 5 and race 6 allowed the hitcher with Robbie and Dave back on the water, having replaced their boom. The start of race 6 saw the pressure come off a couple of knots, which ultimately would bring the fleet much closer together during the entire race. Ross Daly, sailing early warning, lived up to the name, being slightly early for the start and having to re-round. A textbook start from the rest of the fleet gave another enthralling battle between the leaders up the first beat. The fleet this time decided to use the left-hand side of the course, trying to stay out of the tide. By the top mark, Bancroft leads Darlow by the closest of margins at the first kite hoist. The running repairs on the hitcher and replacement boom proved worthwhile, with the boys rounding the top mark in 4th spot, closely followed by the Nude and Craftsman Homes. However, the hitcher yet to find out they'd rigged their spinnaker incorrectly with the halyard running inside the top set of spreaders, causing them to sail all downwind legs with effectively a reef spinnaker. The lower pressure in the final race of the day ensured that all competitors easily handled their spinnakers, giving a fantastic sight on the downwind runs. Providing expert on-water photography for race 6 was Cleanskin, sailed by Kelvin and Amy. With the reef spinnaker, the hitcher slowly fell back through the field. By the second work, the fleet completely split tacks, heading upwind for the second time. Leader of the race, Guy Bancroft, decided to take the left-hand side of the course, hoping for a favourable back eddy current. Meanwhile, Darlow went out to the right. Not being confident in his position, Bancroft decided to come back and cover the second place Darlow. When the two boats come together, Bancroft tacks to cover. Darlow, having no option, must tack away and heads back to the right-hand side of the course again. Being forced back to the right-hand side of the course pays off big time for Nick Darlow, getting a favourable lift off the eastern bank. Sees him round the top mark clear ahead of Bancroft. Meanwhile, not too far back, Craftsman Homes, Blow and Seal and the Nudist are locked in an equally tight battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th, this game taking place up the right-hand side of the course. Rounding the top mark for the last time, Darlow held on to the slenderest of leads from Bancroft. The Nudist, revelling in the now lighter winds with their lighter crew weight, were closing rapidly in 3rd place. All three of the leading boats split jibes on the final run, but a jibing error from Darlow saw him slip back into 3rd place. Coming across the line in 1st place, having been forced to jibe very late on the finish line, it was Bancroft, mere boat lengths from the fast finishing Richie and Lisa in the Nude. Darlow easily held on for 3rd place, with Adrian and Claire in Craftsman Homes and Leno in Blow and Seal in 4th and 5th respectively. 6th place saw Steve Miller in the fast finishing Phantom. Then came Kelvin in Cleanskin. Ross in Early Warning and the Grants in Be Alert. After what turned out to be a frustrating day for the boys on the hitcher, having both suffered the damaged vang and the error in rigging their spinnaker, they managed to finish the race, keeping their spirits high, and would return to see a better sailing day the next day.
Second race, we came second, and the third race we came third. And in that last race, we were first round the top mark for the last time, so it was really close. Unfortunately, on the jibe to the finish, we got a wine glass in the spinnaker, and we sat for a good 30 seconds trying to get that out, and by then we lost the boat lengths that we needed.
Yeah, no, we were happy to go downwind with them, but they were tactically very sound for the whole day, so we struggled with them upwind. But we were happy if we were close to them downwind that we could roll them downhill. But then Richie and Lisa are quite good at it too.
Our results, we were mid-fleet. We were probably 5, a 7, a 6, I would guess at this stage. But we didn't mount any boats today, so no damage. everyone's safe.
Yeah, very consistent actually. We're really happy with today. Had a 4, a 5 and a 4, so very consistent, and yeah, the boat went well. We didn't have any teething problems today, no wine glasses, so...
Went under had the kite sheet under the bowsprit in one first kite run.
Yeah, so a bit of a walk the plank up there to free that one, but Claire pulled that one off nicely as always, so we've done that a few times over the last couple of years, but yeah, good few tussles, which was nice, and it was good to be out the front of the fleet. The current national champion Guy Bancroft's doing very well out there, and obviously Nick Darlow, he used to be from these parts, so he knows the waters well, knows the shifts well, and certainly keeping bangers on his toes up the front, which is really nice. Richie and Lisa on the nude are doing very well as well from New South Wales, so yeah, we've had a few good tussles with them, and yeah, we're hoping for a top 5 at the end of the regatta.